Hi everyone, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary on the CHB TV network. It's Sunday, March the 3rd, and earlier tonight, the Canucks dropped a 4-2 decision to the Calgary Flames in Calgary, less than 24 hours after the Canucks beat the Kings 5-2 in Vancouver. The Canucks started the game with a lot of energy and a lot of pep, and as the game went on, you could see that the long day of travel took its toll on the Canucks, as by the end of the third period, they simply ran out of gas. So as always, let's get to the good, the bad, and the interesting from today's game. First, the good. Jannik Hansen had a good game, getting a goal and an assist for 2 points, just hours after him and his wife gave birth. Okay, who am I kidding? After his wife gave birth to twin boys earlier in the day in Vancouver. Also, David Booth had a spirited game, racking up 5 shots in the first period alone and looking relatively dangerous. Not great on the finish yet, but looking kind of like the David Booth of old, at least the Vancouver old, when he was getting some good chances last year. Maybe not finishing so well, but getting chances at least before he got injured. Okay, unfortunately that's it for the good. Now let's talk about a few bad things. Number 1, an early penalty to a Sedin. This time it was Daniel Sedin racking up a tripping penalty just 25 seconds into the game. You'll remember last night against the Kings, it was Henrik getting a penalty just 9 seconds in the game. Obviously, both Sedins, each time they were caught flat-footed, that's something that they'll want to rectify for the next outing. Number 2, the first goal in Roberto Luongo. I don't know if he took it too casually or just didn't expect Camilleri to shoot from there, but as you saw, it went off his glove, off the thumb part of his glove, and floated back into the net behind him. Not a great start, or at least not a great goal for Luongo to give up. And a third bad, the lack of discipline that Canucks showed. Firstly, to the bench minor, to AV. Yes, he was mad that there wasn't a penalty called on stage and for his potentially high hit on Tanev, yet he was caught basically shouting really loud, so loud that the TV could pick it up, and he got a bench minor. The Flames ended up scoring right after that bench minor expired. Also, Jannik Hansen, despite his great game, he took an undisciplined penalty with the Canucks net empty when they were down 3-2 in the last minute and a half, and he took a slashing penalty where he basically knocked the stick out of one of the Calgary Flames players, in essence ending a good chance for the Canucks to at least tie the game. Calgary then potted an empty netter to seal the 4-2 victory. Now for the interesting, a few things here. Number 1, as many of you know, because of the snowstorm in Calgary, Vancouver could actually not fly out to Calgary after the game on Saturday night. Rather, they had to wait until Sunday, and they didn't touch down in Calgary until just 2.5 hours before the game time, before puck drop. Needless to say, it was a mad rush to the arena for them to get dressed, warmed up, and ready to go. Secondly, Tom Sestito fought in his second game with the Canucks for the second time. So obviously he's averaging 1 fight per game. We'll see how long that continues. And thirdly, Keith Ballard still in the doghouse. With Kevin Bieksa re-aggravating his injury last night against the Kings, it might be a great time for Ballard to get in, but no, Andrew Albert stayed in, and this time Cam Barker got his first chance in the Canucks lineup. Who knows what Keith Ballard did to get in the doghouse this time? Maybe he looked at AV the wrong way, maybe cut in line when they're getting lunch, not sure, but I hope to see him back in the lineup because I think he's been a pretty good player for the Canucks so far. So the Canucks need to put this game behind them as they return back to Vancouver. Their next game is Tuesday night against the San Jose Sharks back at Rogers Arena. I'll be going to the game with my lovely wife Gail, and I look forward to reporting back to you after that game on Tuesday night. Until then, God bless and go Canucks go.